Inland Sports.
Join us here on the Inland Sports Show. He's the head coach of your CIF Open Division State Champions, Steven Singleton from Roosevelt Boys Basketball, ERHS. And Coach, congrats, state championships, Open Division. You got the job done Saturday night up at Golden One Center in Sacramento. My first question is, that championship trophy, do you get to at least take it home for one night for the weekend, then take it to school? Like, where is that right now?
It's back at school. It was with me this weekend. It was, in my hotel room. I had it in the place where my wife would sleep, and I came to the bed and she had it moved. I was like, I'm trying to sleep with that, but it was with us on the bus ride home, secured, and then stayed with me for until I brought it back to school today. And right now it's in our AD's office in a safe spot until I'm able to move that back into my classroom.
All right, Coach Singleton, now that the journey is over and you guys have the Open Division State Championship, is it safe to say from the very start for Rosie, it was state championship or bust, right? Like, I mean, you guys felt like coming so close last year. I think it was the SoCal, championship game, one win away from the state finals. It was Open Division state title or bust, wasn't it?
Absolutely. We had a goal set after last year where we came up a little short, and to get back there, but not just to get back there, but to win it. And our boys achieved that huge goal this year, and super proud of this whole season and what we accomplished.
Now, Coach, these Roosevelt basketball games, they were like the hottest ticket in town, man, across the IE, like sellout crowds. You had, big name athletes, celebrities coming through there. What was that environment like at ERHS, just having that fan support and just knowing the campus, the community was behind you?
Unbelievable. Like, they were really huge for us this year in our home gym there at Roosevelt. The crowd was rocking. They were coming in groves. We had lines from the gym doors all the way down, all the way across our campus. People lining up to get into our games, and then having Jaden Daniels there was huge. He's a San Bernardino kid and really close to the Burries family. And then Draymond Green, you know what I mean, and some other big boy was there too. He was there supporting Sierra Canyon, but I think he became a fan of ours, and it was great. It was great for our community. It was great for our school and our student section and just our fans in general to be out there and really giving us that home court advantage this season. And it was a party inside our gym.
Now, Coach, I know with your Roosevelt program, not just this season, but seasons prior, you guys travel a lot. You play really good, high-quality opponents. So playing a tough team at a neutral site in a big arena, or just, arena period, it's not foreign to you guys. You've kind of been in those spots before. So what was kind of the preparation like, the couple of days going into that state championship game, knowing that you're going to play in an NBA arena, which a lot of you guys have already, been in those kind of situations before. But do you do anything differently in terms of prep, knowing that, the title's on the line, it's a huge arena, all eyes are on you?
You know what? The honest truth is we prepare ourselves back in, November and December to be ready to play in big games like that. But, for us, it was, we played some big games in the beginning of the year in arenas. We went to the Tark Classic, and you get to play in the Orleans. And we played in, a semifinal game in there. So big arena. We played, out in Texas, you know what I mean? Has a big, like, the backdrop's just different, in their gyms, and those gyms are huge. We played, the Hoop Hall East, which is, a different type of arena / gym and things like that. So really, our boys, we're not going to be foreign to that backdrop, to playing, in bigger spaces and things like that. And, we just try to prepare our boys and get them mentally ready just to kind of what the atmosphere is going to be like and things like that. And so our boys were ready to go. They were excited about going to the Golden One Center and really putting on a show.
Coach, playing in an arena like that, what does the day before, the day of look like for you? Because I know the CIF, they've got state championship games like one after the other. Do you get a shoot around at the Golden One Center? Like, you just take the floor and play? I mean, because all that, the air, the space behind, the basket, like normally, your basket in 5-10 feet, and there's the wall in your high school gym. But like here, it's like, I don't know if it messes with depth perception. Like, what was that like preparing and just being able to feel comfortable on that floor?
You know what? No, you don't get to go and have a practice, or shoot around anything on their floor. We did play in the Toyota Center here in Ontario for the CIF championship, so that kind of helped us and prepared us, for that. We try to find, like a San Bernardino, University of San Bernardino, maybe to try to practice in there to kind of get some depth perception. We did on our shoot around go up and I want to thank Clovis West High School. We were able to go in there, and they have their walls are not very close to the backboard, so there's the depth perception in that one too that we were able to kind of get out there. But nothing really prepares you honestly to step into a NBA arena and an NBA floor and things like that. You just got to kind of keep things as you always have, lock in, do our pregame warm up before the game, and just kind of keep our same routine. And then just trust that you put in work, no matter what it is. It's a 10-foot basket. It's a regulation basketball, Evo, everything's the same. They've been shooting a lot, over their years of playing basketball. So you just got to go in there with the confidence and understand that, the confidence you're going to make shots when you take them. So, and our boys have all the confidence in the world that they're going to knock down those shots.
Coach, let's rewind just for a moment. Back to 2017, you guys won the D1 state championship. What did you learn just through that process about getting to that level, what it takes to win the state championship, maybe just how you handle travel plans to get a team up to Northern California on short notice? I mean, what did you learn about that experience that you think was beneficial for this team this season?
You know what? Just go with the flow. You know what I mean? Don't stress about like the little things about, the travel and all those type of things. We have a great admin team. Our AD kind of takes a care of a lot of those type of things to kind of get our agenda ready, kind of ask me, where do you want to kind of practice? Where do you want to stop to eat and things like that? I have a great assistant coach in Scott Carr who helps a lot with those logistic type of things and lets me just kind of focus on coaching and getting our boys prepared for that with, some of our other coaches. And, it really is just, just getting ready to go up there. Travel is going to be travel. We're always going up there. So you kind of enjoy it. It's our last kind of like road trip together, but really, once we kind of get closer to it, it's like it's back on business, and being locked in on what the goal is to get ready for that game and to win it. And so we kind of just enjoy it, enjoy that whole thing and take every, day by day just to enjoy the whole process of it. 'Cause it's not easy, 2017, what a magical run those guys had too, and never had been there before with that group. And it's kind of the same thing. We honestly, what we did in 2017, we kind of copied it in 2025 this year, practicing at the same place on the road, eating at the same spot across the street from Fresno State, all that. This time, though, it took us a little longer to get up there. We were on a bus ride for 14 hours because they were worried about some snow maybe in the Grapevine, which there was no snow, but our bus driver was a little nervous. And so it took a while to get up there. It was very long, but it is what it is. You got to go with it, and you just get, the biggest thing is to be ready for that game. And so we got up there enough time to play our game, and we took care of business.
Coach, you mentioned something that I want to go back to just real quick about, especially for the seniors, enjoying the moment. Obviously, you're going up there to win the game. All eyes are on you. It's the thing that you guys have been working for all season long, is to come home with that CIF Open Division state title. But I mean, how much did you guys talk about, just especially the seniors, guys, this is our last road trip together. These are our last practices together. This is the last time you're going to put on a Roosevelt uniform. Like, do you talk about that much, or do you just try to make sure that they're just dialed in and ready to win a basketball game?
You know what? This year we didn't. I think 2017 we kind of did. Every group's a little bit different. We kind of said, hey, back in 17, last practice, last this. This group is just like, like they're just like, we're locked into what we need to do. You know what I mean? Like they're hoopers, and they, last practice, last game, whatever, we're just ready to go. And so we didn't really talk about that, last road trip, any of that type of thing. We just kind of stayed locked in on what our goal was, and just continue just to, just enjoy each and every day, each and every practice. Those guys are fun to be around. These guys are just so much fun to be around. They love each other. They love hanging out with each other. They're very competitive. During practices, they go at each other. They're playing one-on-one after we just had a practice because they just love just competing. And so I kind of just sat back like on some of the, downtime and just observe, just watch them, you know what I mean? And just kind of try to soak it all in and just say, hey, man, like for me, this is the last time we're going to be with this group. But for them, they're just in the moment, and let them just enjoy it and kind of let them kind of dictate of how they want things to kind of go, in that. And so, they enjoyed their last shoot around together. They enjoyed, that last bus ride together. And, it was extremely just gratifying, and just kind of watching them and observing them and just enjoying every moment of it.
And Coach, talk a little bit about Braden Burries and what he's meant to the program and to the success of the team this season. I mean, I don't feel like I'm, being overly dramatic saying, one of the best high school basketball players we've ever seen come from out of the Inland Empire. And he had 44, in that Open Division state championship game. He's a unique talent. What has he meant to the program and to your team?
Everything, you know what I mean? He is the best basketball player that's ever played at Roosevelt High School. He's just such a talented young man, but he's such a humble young man, right? He really is a family kid who just loves being around his family, but being around his teammates and enjoying the moment. He had probably an opportunity to go into maybe some type of prep school or whatever, but he stayed loyal, and he just wanted to play for a local high school and play with his best friends and his teammates. And he's meant a lot. Like, we love him on campus, all the admin, all the teachers, the students on campus, you know what I mean? Just love him. He's a celebrity on our campus, but he doesn't act like it. You know what I mean? He just goes about his day, goes to class, does what he needs to do. He'll take the pictures with the kids, with the students who ask. He'll walk into a classroom, and my little ninth graders will be going crazy, but he kind of just keeps it, hey, how y'all doing? And keeps it rolling. And so he's been amazing for our school, for our community, for the whole IE. And for him to really do it and bring it back home for the whole IE, but then in that spectacular fashion of setting records, dropping 44 points, 12 rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 steals, everything that he was doing was just amazing. To sit there and watch and have a front row seat to that was great. I'll never forget it. And so he just means everything. You know what I mean? He's a Roosevelt legend. He'll go down, as the greatest player ever to play for us. And he set a bunch of records, and it will never be forgotten. And I'm just extremely grateful that I got an opportunity to coach him, but to get to build a relationship with him, because he's an amazing young man, off of the court also. And so that's what I love about him, and then he's a extreme competitor. He doesn't want to lose. And he really took this challenge on to be like, hey, this is what we're going to do, and we're going to go out there and win this whole thing. And so he stayed true to what, his goals were and our goals were. And he did it in a fashion I don't think anybody will ever forget.
Yeah, not many teams can say their last game of the season was a victory, right? Going out with a championship on that stage and have a game like that was absolutely unbelievable. Coach, final question. Is it too early to start talking about next season? Like, what does the team look like next year? Do you have a schedule and, everything else?
Well, first of all, we're going back to the Throne out in New Jersey, New York. Leave out on the 26th, so about 10 days away. We're defending champions for that national championship. And so we're going back out there. We're going to play some tough teams and then enjoy it. And then Braden is going to have his McDonald's All-American game out there in the Barclays Center. Yeah. So, some of us are going to stay out there and support him and cheer him on. And so that's going to be exciting. But, for next year, we got some young and upcoming guys. We got Cameron Anderson, who's a big-time freshman who's going to be coming back. We got Jackson Hagens, who was huge for us, a starter this year for us all year long, who hit some huge shots for us and played a big role on this team. And he'll be back, and Christian Benjamin will be back. So those two will be our two seniors. And and then we got our JV team. We had a lot of good kids. We got got a couple kids who got some nice height on them. So we'll be a little bit bigger than we were this year. But they're going to have a lot of big shoes to fill. And they're going to have to come out ready to go because we'll have a big target on our back. But we're going to be ready to play anybody and keep this rolling. And so I'm excited about the group that we got coming back, the young ones, and we'll see what happens. We won't be afraid to play anybody. We're going to play in all the big stuff, and we'll see what happens. And so, future's bright for Roosevelt High School, and I'm excited. But right now, we're just going to continue to enjoy this group and these guys, and just until we finish out this year. So very excited.
Yeah, I was already looking to the future. I didn't know you were going back east. I knew about the McDonald's game, but I didn't know you guys were going back east still for that tournament.
Yeah, they invited us back. We're the defending champions. You know what I mean? We took out Columbus in the championship last year, and they invited us back, which is a huge honor. And our boys are excited to go back there and be a part of it again. And but this time we're going with some more hardware, and some more, But our boys will be ready and locked in, ready to play. But we'll take a few days to continue to enjoy this one, and then we'll get ready for that, and then. And the rest of the things that we have going on, over this time and then this summer. Shoot, by June, we'll be back at Section 7 and starting it all over. Not a lot of time, I guess you could say.
It's a long season, Coach. It's almost April, and you guys are still at it. So
true. But you know what? I'd rather us have a long season than a short one. So, I love this feeling, and it feels great. And, it's just been – like I keep saying, it's just been a tremendous, ride and amazing season, and just really grateful and just proud of these young men and my coaches, man. I have a great coaching staff. I would love to say they do a great job. They work very hard, and they're very supportive of me. And in our admin and our school too is just they've been so supportive. So I want to shout out, thank you everyone, Roosevelt fans, Roosevelt Mustangs, our alumni who come out. Everybody who supported us here, I thank you so much for just just supporting us and being there for us and cheering these boys on. So let's keep it going. So thank you too, Pep, always, man.
Well, you got it, Coach. That is Steven Singleton. He's the head coach for the Roosevelt boys basketball team, your CIF Open Division state champions, and the season's not done yet, as you just heard. Coach, congrats on the title, and best of luck for whatever's next. You guys aren't done yet, so.
I appreciate that. Thanks, Pep. Let's keep it rolling.
Inlet 4.